EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Baltimore Ravens. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance, because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Play action. It's Herbert. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. Out of the gun, Herbert. That is caught, and he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 14. First down, Chargers.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Finding Harris on back-to-back plays. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
A gain of 11 on the play.
In motion, the tight end. On 1st down, it's Hampton. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good game. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 18 carries, 67 yards.
It's a pretty mediocre week for him on the ground. Certainly a boon to his offense if he can get a little more output on his touches this week. He should get some more early carries as his team tries to get him into a rhythm.
Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. They'll toss right side to Hampton. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Here's Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
The Ravens offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he continues to show off his ability to run the football when the opportunity is right. He is the NFL leader in rushing yards from the QB position. Two sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Once he broke through that first wave of defenders, there was a pretty big gap there for him to run.
And it helps that they were in a dime defense. That's 6 defensive backs. So this is why a lot of teams now are searching for those linebacker safety combo.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Isaiah Likely. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Loop now for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Just a 4-play drive that time. And finishing that drive off was the touchdown grab by Isaiah Likely. Quick feet by Jackson. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Back to throw here, Herbert. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up. Here's Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st down, Los Angeles.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. That's complete. It's Ladd McConkey. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
It's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and inches.
Herbert going to keep it on his sneak. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Down to the 42, 2nd down. Yeah, look at this Baltimore defense. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
And when you're getting ready to face the #1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter.
Fighting through, and he's got space. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Give him 32 on the play. work inside here, Hampton. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
And goal at the 11-yard line.
Herbert. Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal.
He was covered by Jair Alexander.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown.
Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Mike Williams, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Chargers are an extra point away from evening this one up. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now. But this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. The numbers for him from a week ago: 6 carries, 51 yards.
When a winning streak stretches this far, you start to wonder if a team is truly unstoppable. And here's a guy who's been very much the legs that have helped drive this team to wins week after week. And even when teams have keyed on him and tried to slow him down, he's still gotten the job done enough to avoid a loss. Talking with him in pregame, though, he thinks that this week could be his biggest week yet.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first.
And the Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
What? Here we go. Say hi. Shut up.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 31 yards there and a first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there.
Hey, middle. Hey.
Jackson. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Amari Cooper, 28 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's Amari Cooper who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now a 2nd and 10.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd down at the 42-yard line.
Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And as we transition into the second half of the season, he continues to put up big numbers on a consistent basis. Currently the NFL's leader in passing as we play here in the month of November.
Ready?
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
They'll run. This is Jordan Mason. And he's going to have a Ravens 1st down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line.
That's good. Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Jackson to throw. Throw caught by Flowers. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. Well, that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Stout to punt as he boots this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkout bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. L.A. set to take over again on offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Everybody was coming on the blitz that time, and they got home.
And you know the expression, hat on a hat, in terms of blocking, trying to keep your quarterback protected? Well, if you don't have enough hats, that's the end result. Your quarterback goes down, and sometimes he goes down hard.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Brian Burns has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. Operating from the gun, Herbert. He's got the tight end. That's Gadsden. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Hampton. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. A shotgun snap for Herbert. To the right side, he finds his receiver Harris. Here's 3rd and 7. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That one complete to McConkey. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They snap it to Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues. That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
A handoff for Warren. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter, 14-7. Now 3rd down and 7. To throw is Jackson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there. Here's Jordan Stout now.
Jordan Stout in punt formation for the Ravens.
And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And Charles, we'll see what they they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Second down at the 12.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Now it's Herbert. Open man right side. That's McConkey. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
An 8-yard pickup. 1st down.
Herbert now. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Makes it 2nd and 10.
To the air again, Herbert. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 10.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half. And just inside of a minute left, Charles, they got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Hey. No, we changed it. Yeah.
Now it's Jackson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Jackson now. Pass taken in by his big tight end. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Jackson. And this is a rocket pulled in by Cooper, complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
2nd and a yard at the Chargers' 42-yard line.
Jackson will throw again. Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. He's going to be brought down there in the field of play. And the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. And with a clock Greeting zeros. He is into the end zone. What an exclamation mark to the end of this second quarter.
Indeed. Indeed.
Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. Halftime.
All right, Brandon, thanks much.
And our buddy Scott Hansen
it's week 9 of the regular season, basically the halfway point of the year. So let's get into it. Here are the highlights. Our spin through the NFL starts now. In Inglewood, the Rams at home to take on the Cardinals in the NFC West. And it's Puka Nacua. A brilliant catch and run for the touchdown. The Rams will not finish the year winless. Congratulations to them and their fans. It was quite a wait, but they get their first win. From there, let's go up to the Motor City. Let's look in on the Lions. They're hosting the Green Bay Packers. Lastly, let's get down to Miami. The Dolphins taking on the Jets. And it's Arian Smith. Make it a 70-yard touchdown grab. This one is at the half with the Jets with the lead at the half. A look now at the rest of the scores around the NFL as we reach the halfway point of the regular season. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half as we send you back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for the Ravens ready to receive it. And they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30, up to the 33. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's building his case. Consideration with each passing week. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes as we move into the back half of the season. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Flushed out right. That one into the hands of Flowers. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here's Jackson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 32-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Now that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up second and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. Down right around the 25. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They go play action now. Jackson. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. Well, they picked up right where they... First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 27. In motion goes the tight end. Here's Herbert. That's over the middle, taken in by Harris. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
A gain of 2. Brings up second down.
We'll run here with Hampton. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Chargers.
Out of the gun, they'll run with Hampton. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Here's Herbert. Over the middle and caught by McConkey. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 10.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Herbert. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Odafe Owe. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And for the defense, their 3rd sack of the game.
That number tells you that they're starting to put it together with their defensive game plan. They're starting to feel pretty good about what the offense is doing, bringing the pressure at the right time, and putting the quarterback on the ground.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for L.A. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drop ball.
I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
From the gun, Jackson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
That's good for a Baltimore Raven. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Jackson from the shotgun. Sliding out of the pocket. Open man right side is Shark. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Well, CD, that helps the home team as they try to erase this deficit. Give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, and they certainly haven't been happy with what they've seen so far, have they? They're certainly hoping that that call now might get the fans back into this one.
To throw is Jackson. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on second down.
Now Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Throwing is Jackson. Screen play setting it up for Mitchell. Dances by at the 20. And down inside the 15 he goes. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive. And here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Warren will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brings up second and goal at the 4-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the fourth. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. Warren again. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Jalen Warren, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens add on to their lead, and it's looking like extend another week. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is is now 24. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. That one complete to McConkey. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 23 yards on the play.
And the Chargers first down.
From the 50, here's Herbert. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Herbert now. And this one finds McConkey. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 36.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Los Angeles.
Again, Herbert. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 6.
Now it's Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. 4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And that will force a turnover on downs. Well, that's enough. There on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
The drive begins with Mason. That's a gain of 6 on the first down run.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Finish it up! Let's go, motion, motion, motion.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 85 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running football.
Yeah, you're talking about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
Running left, it's Warren. And shutting him off, now open field. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on first down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. All Although, you know, in the NFL, even if you picked up the first down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to second and one is probably better than picking up the first down because in college football, the clock stops with every first down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are on their way to a 9-0 start as they build on to their lead. Luke for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive, 4 plays. And a pretty good run there in the end to top it off. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Chargers getting set to go. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Chargers.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 44-yard line.
Play action. It's Herbert. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 44-yard line.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Chargers.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That is caught. It's Williams. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Williams. A gain of 16 yards. And the Chargers' first down.
On the give, this is Hampton. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Now 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 20-yard line.
A run once more with Hampton. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Third down.
Back to throw. Herbert. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Nabi Matabike in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more. And this defense to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Jackson eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. 2nd half with the lead. This is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. And now they're in the hurry-up.
A 9-yard pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 26.
And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. And this is not going to be anywhere close. No good, way wide to the left. But that's just a minor blip here in what's been a thoroughly So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing to start the drive. Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 2nd and 5.
A gain of 4 brings up 7.
One last throw here for Herbert. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for the Ravens, the train just keeps rolling. 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11. Thanks for tuning in, everybody, alongside Charles.
Yeah.